Hi, today I think I'll show you one of my favorite pieces in my collection, my 65 and 88 note Pianola piano player. It's this thing. It's not a player piano, it's a piano player. It pushes up, as you can see, in front of the piano. The piano I have it on is a locally built T. Bonson Piano Manufacturing Company instrument, possibly with a direct connection to Scott Joplin, but we'll get into that at another time. They work the same as a player piano, but they're an external unit. You occasionally find these that aren't the full width of the piano keyboard. In fact, those are way more common than this one is. When these first came out, they only played 65 of the piano's 88 notes. And they played a earlier format of roll. This one will actually play both types. It's got a lid of sorts you can open here where the roll goes. And I'll show you a 65 note roll. I'm not going to play it right now, but this is one of the earlier 65 note rolls. You'll notice the ends have pins sticking out of them, and you could take this off to put the pin in engages there and over here, or with the more modern type, the standard was standardized in 1907, plays the full 88 note range, and to play those you have to put this little adapter on. It's tucked up under here otherwise, so it doesn't get lost. But I'll play a modern 88 note roll on it. It also has another interesting feature, and you see it's got two sets of holes. One for the smaller holes are the 88 note, larger holes are the 65 note, and you can switch back and forth with this. But you've also got this up here, Themodist, on and off. If you look at this right here, this wider hole there, and a wider hole there. On some rolls that are marked Themodist, usually, they'll have special perforations that play the themed notes louder than the others to bring out the melody a little bit. This happens to be a themed roll that I'm going to play for you. And to make this work, you turn this on, and then as you're playing, you move these levers to the left a little bit, about halfway, or the further to the left you move them, the more quietly it's going to play, except when those themed notes play. They're going to play at full volume while the other notes are quiet. So it works to sort of bring out the melody. You've also got another lever over here. And this is the sustain pedal. On a normal piano, you've got three pedals underneath, and the right-hand pedal, you push it down, and the notes are sustained. This lever, through a linkage and series of linkages, actually pushes that same pedal down underneath the piano keyboard. And then this thing, well, it's almost useless, but basically it tells, because this lever softens the bass end of the piano, or bass half of the notes, and this softens the treble half. This lets you sort of figure out where that split is. Some rolls will have a wavy red line moving back and forth. And you'll follow that with this, and so this doesn't move, and then that controls where to get fast and slow. You don't have that on this particular roll. Some rolls you do. It's kind of fun to play with when you have it. But this controls how fast the paper is moving, and therefore how fast the music plays. This helps make sure that all of the notes line up. You see, I'm sort of moving back and forth here. That should keep everything in proper alignment. If the holes don't line up, notes don't play right. So how does this work? Well, let me close this lid for just a moment. And we'll flip this up and you'll see something interesting. Because what you got back here on the back side of it are, guess what, 88 little levers that bodily push the keys down, one for each note. And that's what lets it play. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to stick this here so you can watch the little levers in action. Let me prop that a little better so you've got a better angle. How about that? Yeah, that's better. Now you can watch the levers in action as I play this roll. It's kind of cool. It's really cool. It's my pianola. Here comes the music. So yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? You may be wondering what's up with a pencil stuck in the keyboard. Well, that note has some issues, and that's the quickest and easiest way I've found to deal with them. It keeps the note from sounding. So until I get the piano fixed, yeah, there's a pencil. So there you go. Pretty cool, huh?